report back from the department at our meeting on the 27th.
On the 27th?
Yes.
Thank you. And now it is, also I would like to just remind everyone it is indeed National Night Out tonight. There will be celebrations and community groups coming together throughout the city. I know the commissioners are usually going to stay fairly close to their geographical home, but certainly if anyone is listening to this and didn't know it was National Night Out, please go on the website and you will see places to join together with other community members and with men and women of the department. It is always a great event for the city. And now the report of the Chief of Police.
Good morning. First, for significant incidents that have occurred during the last week, we had the tragic incident at the boardwalk in Venice, and Mayor Garcetti has convened a group that's multi-departments within the city and we already met yesterday, and we're meeting again today to try to do a collective effort to make the boardwalk safer. There's concerns because it's very easy for individuals not trying to create mayhem to accidentally drive up on the boardwalk, and so overall we're looking at it from a broader perspective, and hopefully we'll have a report back to you in a few weeks on the status of what we're doing as a city family to make the boardwalk safe. Okay, crime statistics. Year to date, Part 1 crimes, we're down a total of 6%, with total violent crime down 11.1%. We're significantly down in rape at 3.5% year to date. Homicide is down 4.5%. Robbery down 12%, and ag assaults are down 8.4%. Property crime overall, we're down 4.9%. We're also down in the number of shots fired calls that we have by 10.8%, and the number of victims that are actually shot, we're down 13.2% year to date. One of the big focuses for the Chief of Police, of course, is gang crime, and we're showing total gang crime down by 17.7%. So we're pleased with the trends that are happening for this year, and we hope to report even better in the weeks to come. In terms of our recruitment, we did not start a new academy. We'll be starting a new academy in September. Right now, we have a total of 9,968 officers on the department, and we have 434 reserve officers, as well as 372 specialist reserves. Our civilian staffing currently is at 2,822 personnel, with our vacancies at 525. That's the area that we're really working on, hopefully for next year, in terms of our budget. And that completes my report.
Thank you, Chief. The report of the Executive Director.
Good morning, Madam President, members of the Commission. Item 1 is the election of officers, and I understand last week that was continued to August 13th, so we'll continue that till next week due to the absence of Commissioner Druyan. I have no other items to report on today, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And the report of the Inspector General.
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioners, I have nothing to report.
I do know that there have been continuing meetings between the department and the Inspector General related to the risk management audit, and I understand there will be the department's preparing an additional report for us. I'd like to calendar that, if I could, for a report back in 3 weeks. Does that make sense for the department too, Chief MacArthur?
Yeah. Yes.
Great. All right. Well, are there any presentations today?
Yes, ma'am. We have a Police Commission Employee of the Month award. And if I could call forward Management Analyst Charles Clifton. Charles, where are you at?
There he is.
Don't be your shy self, Charles. Turn around and face the audience and get on TV. Charles has been with the Alarm Section and Commission Investigation Division since June of 2006, and he's a very conscientious employee. In the Alarm Section, he answers many inquiries from individuals who receive a bill for a false alarm. He analyzes requests for variances, waivers of alarm fees. He also deals with individuals who have issues related to the bill they've received, whether it was an appropriate response, the alarm was false, or it was a valid alarm. So he has a lot of folks he interacts with on a daily basis. He also has been instrumental in helping us develop policies and procedures on how to respond to false alarms, billings, etc. And he was responsible for developing the installment agreements for individuals who have a false alarm bill but cannot make the payments at one time. So we implement a program where people can make payments over a period of months. With that program, he has been involved in over 300 payment plans for individuals, and he, along with the other members of his unit, last fiscal year, are responsible for the collection of $6.8 million in false alarm fees due to police response to false alarm calls. Charles is a very diligent employee, very dedicated, very well respected by peers. You can see a number of his fellow employees from Commission Investigation Division, certainly deserving of an award as the Employee of the Month. And he has been recognized in the past as an Employee of the Month. And these awards come from the peers. They don't come from supervisors. The peers nominate an individual, then they are fortunate enough to be recognized in this manner. And besides all those nice things I said about him, he's just a really nice guy. So congratulations, Charles. Thank you for your hard work. And we have a certificate for Charles with a photo.
Great.
Thanks, Mary, for the catch on.
Thank you. Very good.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks. Go to number 6 now, information filed items. We have noise variance permits on file for the period ending August 2nd, 2013. There are 2 of those, more details in the full agenda. And the special event permits on file submitted as of, for the period ending August 2nd, 2013, and 3 of those which are also listed in the agenda. With that, we go to our consent agenda items. We have A through D consent agenda.
Madam President, I move approval of consent agenda items 8A through D.
Second.
And we also have our regular agenda item. I'm sorry, moving a little too quickly here. All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Now to the regular agenda items. We have 9A through E. Is there any we wish to hear? If not, I'll take a motion on that.
Approval of items 9A through E.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved. And now it's time for public comment.
Yes, Madam President, we have one card. We have Sarkis Agajanian.
A scenario. Imagine this. The Attorney General of the state of California says, we got no room. We have to let the felons go. So please, please, everyone in the state of California, district as well as city attorneys, keep it down. We got no room. We got to expel 10,000 people. That's why my case has been right. Now, let me tell you something that I found at the library the other day. Article 4 of the Constitution, the supreme law of the land, which you have no choice in. Article 4, the right of the people to be secure in their persons. What? not in L.A. Let me go to the California Constitution, which is even more relevant here. California, Article 1, Section 1. So it must be important. This is the first one. All people by nature, not your stupid laws and your politics, all people by nature, my mama, free and independent, have the inalienable rights. Among these are enjoying and defending life, liberty, and pursuing safety, happiness, and privacy, all violated by this person whom the police refuse to look for, although it's right under their noses. Now, if this is what happens, madam, I want a letter to this effect from the Attorney General given to you or anyone else. Send me a copy within 72 hours. I won't appear anymore, because that's the way you politicians do it. This is governed by fiat. That's it. See you next week.
Thank you.
There is the final comment card, Madam President.
That is the final?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we will now adjourn to closed session items, items A and B.
The Board of Police Commissioners will now recess into closed session to discuss item numbers 10A and 10B in accordance with various government codes.
Hi, this is Charlie Beck, Chief of the Los Angeles Police Department. Today I would like to present an overview of the Los Angeles Police Department's Reserve Officer Corps. Reserve officers were initially recruited during World War II, when enlistments and the draft depleted the number of qualified police recruits. In 1947, the Los Angeles City Council enacted an ordinance officially establishing the Police Reserve Corps. Since their inception, the members of the Reserve Police Corps have proven themselves time and time again in their exemplary service to the citizens of Los Angeles. Reserve officers are a valuable asset to the department, especially during these challenging economic times. Men and women who join the Reserve Corps are people that want to make a difference in their community. Most reserve officers combine full-time employment with their police service, and some even go on to become full-time police officers, just as I did. The following is an explanation of the 3 levels of reserve officers, the training they receive, and the qualifications they must possess prior to being assigned to a patrol division or any other capacity in which they can be utilized by the department.
I'm Reserve Officer Tim Woodman, and I'm a Level 3. To become a Level 3 Reserve Officer, you need to complete the Post Module 3 Academy, which consists of 245 hours of training.